What is up, guys? Welcome back to another new video, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. Today, Otaku Sensei is going to be recommending the top 10 rich/poor romance anime. And if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos. Also, there's a link to Otaku Sensei's Patreon and Discord server in the description so you can further support the channel. Without wasting any more time, let's kick off this list. In 10th place is Inu X Boku SS. Ririhiro Shuriken is the sheltered daughter of a renowned family. With her tight build and wealthy status, Ririhiro has been protected and a dependent girl her entire life. But now she has decided to change all that. However, there is just one problem. The young girl has a sharp tongue she can't control and terrible communication skills. With some help from a childhood friend, Ririhiro takes up residence in Maid-Sama, a secluded high-security apartment complex that, as the unsociable 15-year-old soon discovers, is home to a host of bizarre individuals. Furthermore, their quirky personalities are not the strangest things about them. Each inhabitant of the Maid-Sama, including Ririhiro, is actually half human, half yokai. But Ririhiro troubles only have just begun. As a requirement of staying in her new home, she must be accompanied by a Secret Service agent. Ririchiro's new partner, Soshi Miketsukami, is handsome, quiet, but ridiculously clingy and creepily submissive. With Soshi, her new supernatural neighbors, and the beginning of high school, Ririchiro definitely seems to have a difficult path ahead of her. In 9th place is Hayate no Gotoku. According to Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And truer words cannot describe the unfortunate life of the hardworking Hayate Ayasaki. Abandoned by his parents after accumulating a debt of over 150 million yen, he is sold off to the Yakuza. Initiating his swift getaway from a future he does not want, on that fateful night, he runs into Nagi Sanzanin, a young girl whom he decides to try and kidnap to pay for his family's massive debt. Unfortunately, due to his kind-hearted nature and a string of misunderstandings, Nagi believes that Hayate to be confessing his love to her. After saving her from real kidnappers, Hayate is hired as Nagi's personal butler, upon which she is revealed to be a member of one of the wealthiest families in Japan. Highly skilled but cursed with the world's worst luck, Hayate gets straight to work serving his employer, all the while trying to deal with the many misfortunes that befall him. From taking care of a mansion to fending off dangerous foes, and even unintentionally wooing the hearts of women around him, Hayate is in over his head in the Butler comedy Hayate no Gotoku. In 8th place is Shomin Sample. Kimito Kaguruzaka is a commoner with a fetish for men's muscles, or at least that's the lie he must keep telling if he wants to keep himself out of trouble at the elite all-girls school, Sakine Academy. Kidnapped by the school under the assumption that he prefers men, Kimito is made to be their commoner sample, exposing the girls to both commoner and man so the transition to the world after the school is not jarring. Threatened with castration should his sexual preferences not match the school's assumptions, Kimito keeps up the facade to protect his manhood. But there are eccentric individuals around every corner who begin to make Kimito's life even more difficult. Among them are Aika Tenkubashi, a social outcast who blurts out whatever comes to mind, Hakuya Shiodome, a young genius, Karen Jinryu, the daughter of a samurai who is obsessed with defeating Kimito, and Raiko Arisugawa, the perfect student who has delusions of marrying Kimito. Along with the commoner himself, these 4 girls make up the Commoner Club, which attempts to teach the girls more about the life outside the school, while Kimito gradually learns about the odd girls surrounding him. In 7th place is Special A. Hikari Hanazono has always been able to do things that normal people cannot. As a child, she assumed no one could beat her, until she met Kei Takeshima. Thinking she would win, Hikari challenged him to a match. But things didn't go as planned. She lost not once, but each time she re-challenged him. From that point on, she has sworn to best Kei at everything, ranging from academics to athletics. To achieve her goal, Hikari enrolls in the same school as Kei, Hakusenkan, a prestigious institute for the wealthy. As a pair, they hold the top 2 rankings in school and are among 7 of the academy's best students in a class known as Special A. While Hikari treats Kei as a rival, she is completely oblivious that he harbors hidden feelings for her. Together, the members of Special A deal with competition, friendship, and just a bit of love.
おい、それケツ冷えないか？
いえ、俺暑がりなんで。
ならいい。
In 6th place is Arakawa under the bridge. 𝐒ᴜⴛ is the son of a wealthy businessman who holds firm belief in his elite status. As such, he is determined to avoid becoming indebted to anyone. But one day, after a run-in with some mischievous kids at Arakawa Bridge, he ends up falling into the river, running underneath. Luckily for him, a passerby is there to save him. But now, he owes his life to this stranger. Angered by this, Ko insists on paying her back. But this may just be the worst deal the arrogant businessman has ever made. The stranger, a stoic, tracksuit-wearing homeless girl, known only as Nino, lives in a cardboard box under the bridge and wants only one thing: to fall in love. Asking Ko to be her boyfriend, he has no choice but to accept, forcing him to move out of his comfortable home and start a new life under the bridge.
褒めすぎだよ。むしろみんなの頑張ってる姿に感心してるところだったよ。じゃあ、朝練頑張ってね。
In 5th place is Masamune-kun no Revenge. When Masamune Makabe was a child, he was rejected by a rich, beautiful girl named Aki Arakaki, who gave him the nickname Piggy for being overweight. Devastated, Masamune put great effort into working out to improve his appearance. Now a handsome yet narcissistic high school student, Masamune is determined to exact revenge. He will have Aki fall madly in love with him and ultimately reject her the next time they meet. To his surprise, Masamune discovers he has transferred to Aki's school, setting his plan into motion. Masamune first begins to form a relationship with the brutal princess, but despite his efforts, fails miserably at his initial attempts. Shockingly, when Masamune finally progresses towards his vengeance, he receives a mysterious letter addressing him by his old nickname. Unless Masamune discovers the sender's identity, his plan is doomed before it even starts.
ヴァンパイアの面汚しが
ヴァンパイアに近づいてはいけない。
In 4th place is Vampire Knight. Cross Academy is an elite boarding school with 2 separate isolated classes, the day class and the night class. On the surface, Yuki Cross and Zero Kiryu are perfects of the academy and attempt to keep order between the students as classes rotate in the evenings. As the night class is full of utterly gorgeous elites, this can sometimes prove to be a bit difficult. It is completely necessary, however, as those elites are actually vampires. Yuki and Zero act as guardians, protecting the secrets of the night class and the safety of their ignorant morning counterparts. As the adopted daughter of the academy's chairman, Yuki takes her job with a serious and energetic attitude. It also allows her to interact with her secret crush and savior, the president of the night students' dorm, Kaname Kuren. Zero, on the other hand, has a deep-rooted hatred against the vampires, and at times does not hesitate to kill. Can vampires and humans coexist, even in the strict setup of the Cross Academy? Only time will tell.
𝐒ᴇ様。
さあ来い、私の運命。
遠路はるばるご苦労だった。
In 3rd place is Sorodema Sekai wa Utsukushi. In the Sun Kingdom, sunshine is part of its citizens' everyday lives, and rain is something that they have never seen or even heard of. However, in a faraway land called the Rain Dukedom, the weather is reversed, and everybody has the power to create rain with their voices. Livius Ifriqiya has conquered the entire world and expanded the Sun Kingdom's influence in the 3 short years since he was crowned king. Upon learning the powers to create rain, Livius decides to marry Niki Rimisier, one of the princesses of the Rain Dukedom. However, those outside the Sun Kingdom have spread rumor that Livius is a cruel, ruthless, and tyrannical ruler, and as word reaches the princess, she begins to prepare herself for the worst. But when she finally meets her fiancé, Nike discovers that he's an entirely different person from what she originally expected.
力が入らない。
つうか会長も女だったんだな。こういう格好すればそれなりに。って可愛いからって触りすぎ。
In second place is 𝐒ᴅᴜᴏ Maid-Sama. Being the first female student council president isn't easy, especially when your school just transitioned from an all-boys high school to a co-ed one. Aptly nicknamed Demon President by the boys for her strict disciplinary style, Misaki Ayuzawa is not afraid to use her mastery of Aikido techniques to cast judgment onto the hordes of misbehaving boys and defend the girls at Sekai High School. Yet even the perfect Ayuzawa has an embarrassing secret. She works part-time as a maid at a maid cafe to help her struggling family pay the bills. She has managed to keep her job hidden from her fellow students and maintained her flawless image as a stellar student until one day, Takumi Isui, the most popular boy in school, walks into the maid cafe. He could destroy her reputation with her secret. Or he could twist the student council president around his little finger and use her secret as an opportunity to get closer to her. And in first place is Akagami no Shirayuki Hime. Shirayuki is a normal herbalist in the kingdom of Tamburin, with one unique feature, her beautiful red hair. Due to her unusual hair color, Shirayuki was raised to always be careful of showing her hair in new surroundings, and grew to be an independent young woman. However, her hair gets her noticed by Prince Raj, who orders her to become his concubine. Refusing his orders, she cuts her hair and leaves it behind as part of what he wanted, and escapes to the neighboring kingdom of Clarinus. On her way there, she meets and befriends Prince Zen and his two aides, Mitsuhide and Kiki. When Zen is poisoned by an apple meant for Shirayuki, gifted by Raj, Shirayuki successfully obtains the antidote, and decides to accompany the trio to Clarinus. Shortly thereafter, Shirayuki passes an exam for a position to train in the palace as a herbalist. Shirayuki and her friends find a place in Clarinus and carries out her duties as a court herbalist. Over the course of the story, Zen and Shirayuki begin to fall in love with each other, and eventually begin a romantic relationship, in spite of opposition due to their difference in social status. Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list or find an anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel though, and if you're new, remember to hit the notifications button so you never miss any upcoming videos. Also, don't forget to follow Otaku Sensei on Twitter at AnimeBrownNet. I'll see you guys in the next one.